Hello, everybody. So we are going to open up some more packs today. The only way to keep getting some sweet returns on stuff is to keep the train fed with some good quality cards, and I think you're seeing what I'm seeing right there. Actually, right here is the fruit of a lot of selling, and I am so pumped to crack into one of those two. So those are actually two very good quality specimens, if I don't say so myself. Really nice boxes. So I'm going to pick one and crack into it in due time, but I'm going to do that. Really, I think it's fitting that we do that last. As far as I'm going to try to talk through some things as far as processes and stuff, but tonight what we're going to open up is a box of this Series 2 Return of the Jedi. So it is BBCE sealed. It seems like it's got some, some push dents in here and things like that, but it should be, very, very serviceable. I'm going to try to break this up into, it's probably on the title already, 3 parts, just because, I don't need people to get, bored to death as far as, an hour-long thing like I had kind of been so prone to doing. I think the proof is in the pudding as far as kind of viewership and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and back out for just a second. But we will open this up, I think, in 3 parts. We'll do 12 packs each because these are still, of course, holding true to the 36 packs per box. But let's crack it open and see how pretty this is. I have never opened up Series 2 Return of the Jedi before, and so I am excited to do it. Look at that. Here it is. The big reveal for me. I do love looking at that. It's just nothing like some good old trading cards in their packages, kind of ready to be opened up. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little too tight, but let's go ahead and pull out 12 for tonight. And I truly do have a little bit of a schedule of a time crunch for me personally. There's 7. And so I am going to just open up 12 tonight. Not that I'm going to sit there and try to do another 12, after I cut and start to record again. I will not do that. I'm going to try and do there's 16. Okay, so there's 12. I will put this right back over here in the side. Maybe I'll just put it right back up here just to fill in that hole. But yeah, I mean, talk about, I'm just absolutely excited to have that Series 1 Star Wars box staring at me now, right? I mean, the amount of purging I had to let go of some quality things that I, wouldn't have let go normally, but I think it'll be worth it to see what comes out of that box. I mean, holy cow. If it's a good looking box, I would think that the contents should be pretty good. Once again, opening up a BBCE on tape, if there is some squirreliness, it'll at least be captured right then and there live. Now, looking at the pop report, I do have my little iPad mini over here. Those of you who are veterans to it, Series 1 for Return of the Jedi is 132 cards. As I open the first one up, it's 132 cards. But then Series 2 goes from the title card being card number 133 to 220. So it is not another 132 cards. It is just 220. So there's still, though, the same amount of packs and contents of them. So, theoretically, I should get more, copies of each. Okay, we got the sticker in the middle. I would think I should get some pretty good looking stickers. We got a Princess Leia sticker right there. And of course, I believe the title card is a real good one. There's a couple of good classic Boba Fett, I believe. Is a good. I think there's a really cool Luke Skywalker when it just shows kind of his hood. I think it's right before he pulls it back there when he's in Jabba's palace. But I am seeing these for the absolute first time. But that pop report shows not much action. It is very interesting. I mean, the numbers are just so ridiculously low. I mean, I get that some of the fever had kind of gone at that point. These are all off center at this point. Is Han Solo giving up? This whole pack seems, oh cool, the Jaws of Death. Got the Rancor. Yeah, I still am a big Lego. I've got, you know, my son is a big driver of it. My older son was too, but here that is a nicely centered card right there. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some the good looking ones that I think are at least semi-centered in a certain spot. And then I will go over them with a fine-tooth comb later on. I will spare all of you guys the details, but that's cool. I love seeing the blue guy. Gosh, I mean, I do know these names of these characters, but when I press record, it is just crazy how my brain just flushes. That's pretty squared up. Here's old size Snoodles. That's a little off to the right. But yeah, I'm just thinking that, you know, I know a lot of the excitement and the trading cards. There's been a lot of series at the point of this, with this being the last one. And so maybe there's not a huge number of submissions as far as getting them graded and things. I bet it's also pretty tough to get good grades on these guys just because of the blue border. But that's really neat. It's a good looking guy. Oh, there it is. There's the one that I like of Luke Skywalker coming up. Okay, the Interceptor front view. It's cool. I'm glad I don't really sit there and watch my videos again. It's kind of like hearing yourself talk through a microphone or on tape or in voicemail or something, how you just kind of hate it and you feel like you sound weird. Well, I certainly don't like watching any of my videos going back. If I have to look for something, I'm trying to look for a certain card when I found it, and and I have to listen to myself for a little bit. Holy cow, I don't know how anybody watches. But that's a cool one. Bunch of creatures there. Okay, Han Solo is alive. Very nice. And I can see some of these corners kind of getting rubbed right there. This one right here is really cool to me. And that's centered pretty nicely as well. Look at that. Look at that guy. Cleans up pretty nice too. There's a couple little specks on it. I don't see many issues. Oh, dude, there really is. There's a nice little, I feel like there's if you see that right there, right on the bright spot of his hood, you can see it right there in the video, I believe. So I don't know what that is. Let's see what that is. Dang, I'm gonna put it over there for looking at later. But that's a cool one. It's right before he draws his, and you're like, who is that? Just remember my 1983 self being 9 or 8 years old. I guess if it came out in May, I would have been 9 years old. There's a cool Darth Vader shot. Soldiers of the Empire. Okay, Lando Calrissian's disguise. Got a nice little blemish there on the side. Dang. Okay, Wicket and Princess Leia. Very cool. Okay, pack number 2. I also am wondering, do I want to take, send off a few of these packs? Is that something I want to start doing? sending off and getting the packs graded. I do have a slew of those getting, you know, from Return of the Jedi Series 1 getting graded. You know, but is that something that I really want to do? I also feel like I want to start to actually collect the full graded series. That's a cool Darth Vader. Look at that. Pretty decently centered. You know, I think I do want to send in a couple of those. Here we go. The Young Jedi Knight off to the right. Awaiting His Majesty. That's another one I just got a second ago. Okay, the Imperial Fleet. Dude, is that all just kind of, you know, painted with maybe the real, you know, Millennium Falcon in the front or something? Or, you know, how was that shot done? Because they certainly didn't build all that, the entire set out, but it's crazy. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Boushh or Boosh, the arrival, and with Jabba in the back. Here's another one of these, the Interceptor front view, all blue, right? So there's that kind of controversy. There are a lot of people that think it's actually blue, and goodness gracious, that is blue right there. But of course, you know, all the toys, they've got them as gray. So far, got a lot of kind of off-centered guys. Let's hope the Series 1 box doesn't have a lot of that trouble. But wow, it's just insane to look at that thing back there. I'm trying to decide, right? How am I going? I don't think I want to do a live stream. I don't think that's just my forte or my game necessarily. I haven't done that before. I also don't think I want to do it all in one big shot like that on a live stream. I'd like to break it out into just a longer thing. I'd like to spend time cracking open with some, I think I've got some white gloves coming, so you guys, number one, don't have to look at my nasty fingers. That's cool. But also, just to make sure that the cards, I want to make sure it doesn't snag anything. Please, you know, all of you that are as nuts as I am, I feel, about taking care of stuff, I want to make sure that the gloves wouldn't, you know, hurt anything. Guess of Jabba the Hutt. But I do want to take my time and really go through those packs. I mean, goodness gracious, each one is a big time capsule. If I've made such a big deal about buying one pack and opening it up, imagine going just blowing through all those packs. They need to be given some special time. So do I do, you know, 4 videos of 9, or do I do 6 videos of 6? You know, do I even go deeper than that and just, you know, but I'd like to have some frequency, you know, a decent clip. I don't think I want to do a video a week and just draw it out in a torturous style. Look at that. Look at the coloring of that. Oh, interesting. TIE Interceptor 3/4 view. Okay, got some more of the Star Lovers stuff. Admiral Akbar's Defenders. Yep. It says other folks of the same. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right out of the pack. Big old bend. I mean, that is nuts. Look at that. Right across the forehead. Old sweaty cold coming to Han Solo with Boushh. All right. I'd love to see that Boba Fett or the title card or another one of those Young Jedi. Just looking at the pop reports, of course, that I mean, are there even any? That's cool. That's nice and decently centered right there of oh my gosh, I'm telling you, my brain just goes to complete mush. I know who that is. I want to say Sri Lanka, but anyway, I'm just looking at the quick. I mean, I don't see anything in double digits as far as PSA 10s, that's for sure. And I get it now. Looking at these cards, it's tough. It's a tough road to hoe. Row to hoe. Here's another 3/4 view tie interceptor, another Star Lover, another Admiral Akbar Defenders. Here's a non-bent, but still ill-centered, rescuing Han Solo. Here's another Young Jedi. It's in better shape, I mean, but it's still off center. Okay, this one's looking decently centered, but it is a little high. The Arrival of Boushh. Guests of Jabba the Hutt again. The Royal Guard. Okay, this one's centered nicely. It's got a little corner issue over there. I'm just going to take a look at it again. Okay, the Village of the Ewoks. And then Deadly Plunge. Very neat. I did go on, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it was probably months ago if I did. But this shot reminds me of when I went on the propstore.com on, they have those online big time auctions for big time collectibles. And I went and got a few storyboard drawings, original storyboards from Return of the Jedi. And they had a storyboard of that scene showing everybody, in action there. It's really cool. I've got that. It's got a certificate of authenticity. Really neat deal. Just love it. There's a cool Gamorrean Guard. Here's a pack with some fresh cards in it, not just a repeat. What do we got here? That's right, Rebel Cruiser. I think this is the ship at the very end when they stare off, possibly. Okay, Corridors of the Imperial Destroyer, off center, but cool Darth Vader shot. Here's the Deadly Rancor, down and to the left. Really neat. Oh, that's what I was going to say too. Being into kind of the Lego Star Wars stuff too, that we've got quite a few boxes saved and collected, all from back in 2001, I want to say, or 2000. Was the first couple of sets that ever came out. I believe it was actually 99 maybe. But anyway, I was in a kind of a collectible store with my son and saw in the showcase they had a Lego Rancor, fully outfitted, had the fingers and everything. If you know about Lego, how some of the pieces can be missing, and that's a really nice specimen there of the Rancor. I have to say, that's a good looking one right there. That is crisp, maybe a millimeter to the right, but nice and rich and dark blue, and I don't see any blemishes first glance. So we'll take another look. This is a cool one. Oh no, that is, there's no oh no's. This is just, I didn't even realize this card was in there. It's a pretty good one too. That's a neat one, Path to Destiny. But anyway, I know that Rancor by itself can go for easily over $120, probably $150, just to get a fully done, fully all the pieces on the Rancor. Anyway, he was asking $60 for it, but so I snapped that up. But just the Rancor monster, that's the reason why I'm talking about it. I just love that. I love those old creatures, and if you watch on Disney Plus, the history behind the scenes, it's just goes all over how they slowly went from claymation, and the guy who was just a master of claymation went to digital, but just all that stuff. I have such an appreciation for it. Being a guy who grew up with horror movies, from when it all was actual real, you know what I mean? It was not real, but blood and guts was actually had to be done physically, you know, by Sam Raimi and all these zombie movies and stuff like this. It was just really neat to see it all, you know, spirit gum and just pulling up the plastic and stuff like that. It was really neat. But I just love seeing that Rancor behind the scenes and how it was kind of done with stop action. Anyway, snagged by the Ewoks. Here we go. Give in to your hate. I love those lines. Let the anger flow through you. Stuff like that. Nerd alert, but I do love it. The Emperor's Arrival. Soldiers of the Empire. Close Call. That's so cool. I didn't realize how big his head was. I'm absolutely, I know all these characters. I'm telling you, I just get behind the camera and I just forget. But, you know, he grabs him, I think, and he throws him out. Rethinking the Plan. All these have a little bit of off-center, it seems like. The Victors, that would be cool. Very good. If you could get that in a 10, that's for sure. What card number is that? You have it on the back, 137. Just looking at it right there. The Victors. There are 2 PSA 10s, 7 9s, 2 8s. I mean, it's just, you know, so few of any. Here's the end card. Show me a title card, though. Princess Leia, the Concerned Princess. Checklist. Okay, goes from the beginning, 133 to 220. Okay, so this is the entire checklist. There's not 2 for this one. Okay. Cool. 5 packs left for this video. That came open really easy. And I do have so this box, and then I have the Empire Strikes Back Series 3 right there in the corner. You probably can't see it. I know you can't see it, actually. And then we will do Series 1. So I am pumped up. Is Han Solo giving up? Okay, the Jaws of Death is a little bit of a repeat action. The Ewok Village. Looks like it's the same kind of 3 pillars as the actual full-scale Kenner toy, as well as the Lego set for the Ewok Village. The Emperor's Shuttle, very cool. Way off-center. Maybe PJ, who's claimed he's a big fan of off-center stuff, but I don't think that's quite off-center enough to be a categorical OC from PSA or not. Battle of the Bunker. Okay, here's a cool one. Here's right before it went down at the beginning, toward the Sarlacc pit. Okay, Han Solo. Han Solo's in trouble. That's funny, they had to put the trademark in there before the apostrophe S. So funny. Okay, Alert to Danger. Their secret revealed. When they are brother and sister, Princess Leia intercedes. Okay. But I also think I want to start to slowly collect the full graded sets. You know what I mean? Like just looking at my Series 3 that I've gotten some of the returns back, of course, right? I sent, it was 53 and 32. That is 85. 85 that I have sent for Series 3, right? From my box that I got. My one box of Series 3. That's a cool one. Millennium Falcon. Those are looking, really nice. Princess Leia intercedes again. Maybe I should have picked a few from each of the different columns rather than nailing one entire, column of the packs, because I'm getting some repeats here. It says Above the Sarlacc Pit. I've seen this one before too. That one's centered nicely though. I mean, it is a little to the right, but here we go. But of the 85 Series 3 that oh, cool. Here's another one. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Come on, baby. This would be great. It's just slightly warped, but there's nothing that a nice penny sleeve and card saver wouldn't straighten that up. That's looking, there's a little bit of a dent again, it seems like, right where his kind of eye would be. I think y'all can see that. Dang. But of the 85 that I've sent, remember I got 4 10s. 4 10s, so that gem rate is not high, right? It's probably right on tap because the gem rate isn't all that strong. But 4 10s, I had 29 9s. So 29 9s out of the 85. And then I had 3 8.5s, if you remember. Still the only 3 8.5s I've ever seen returned. You know, certainly I'm talking about me. If y'all have gotten them before or a lot, let me know. But I have not gotten any other 8.5s. So 3 8.5s. Then I had 33 were 8s. Okay. It's a good little percentage. But once again, 8s are not bad. They're near mint. They are great set builders. I mean, if you had a full set of 8s, there is, you know, that is a great thing to have. A bunch of 8s is strong. And then I had 16 of them were 7s. So no 6s, 5, 4, 3, any of that, of course, right? Nothing below a 7, but 16 of the 85 were 7s. All the others, very serviceable, but I only have 41 unique ones of the 66. So that's cool. That's a cool card right there. Might have to revisit that. So I do not have a full set that I've even sent in. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Walking the Plank. What is this card? 169. Let me just check. Does anybody have 169? There are 0 10s, 8 9s, 4 8s. Might be worth looking at. Okay, this is a cool new pack. All right. Woo. That is just an ugly card. Out of focus? Like, what is that ship even? Headquarters frigate. I know there's a Republican frigate and stuff. They just look very, very different than that. I can't even recall that. Portrait of Chewbacca. Neat. Luke Skywalker, now a Jedi. That would be a neat one if it was a little more centered. A pensive Luke Skywalker. Okay, Princess Leia has the Force. All right. 2 packs left. I like these cards, you know, very much. These are all cool. It's nothing like looking at them for the first time, you know, and just being able to kind of step back in time just a little bit. Chewbacca, little off center. Okay, the Captive Princess. But I would love to send in, I've certainly got enough to send in and get at least the complete sets. It's just all about all the cash that it takes. But I'm trying to look at it as a fun investment. This is not anything that is certainly a retirement piece, unless really crazy things happen, but it's more of just putting them all in a safe environment in a nice case that's easily pack away. You can reflect on them and just kind of look at them. Oh, what is this? Face of Terror. I remember this guy, of course. I certainly can't remember his name, but a little off to the right. Here we go. Gamorrean Guard. It's got some fuzz at the top. It's kind of interesting. Kind of cut harshly. The Reunion of Endor. That's cool. How cool is that? AT-AT. At the base there in indoor, it's really neat. I'll look at it again. This is cool. Oh, I think there's the Boba Fett card back there, and it's a little high, but this is a neat one as well. Luke Skywalker Surrenders. This one's centered nicely. A couple of crisp white contrasting colors. That's a pretty card. I'll put that over here. Now, here's the card that I was kind of hoping to get, of course. Nice and pretty and centered and all that good stuff. Hopefully we get one or two more in the box. This one is not the most perfect specimen, but I am glad to have one and be able to hold it and look at it. That's cool. Look at that. Let's see what we get in this last pack for today/tonight. I'm just going to put this over here only because I want to probably look at it here again in a little bit. But I will try to come back and have the part 2 within a respectable period of time if I can find the time. It is right around, you know, the holiday period. So Christmas is coming up decently short, so I'm just wondering how much time I'm going to have to peel away and do this kind of thing, right? Try to spend time with the family. That's cool. Han Solo. Nice sticker. I am a fan of being able to set off a couple of... I mean, there's a little bit of something there in the forehead that's probably going to make me not send that one in particular off. But last pack, Trapped by the Empire. Who? Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the big long face guy. Monstrous guest. You know that old Lucas liked putting all those creatures in these places. That's where his bread and butter was, creating all those unique characters. Lando Calrissian undercover. Okay, here's Yak Face, Sail Barge, and then you got 3, you know, oh my gosh. You got the 3-eyed guy, trio or something like this. It's so embarrassing, I swear. You guys, I do like Star Wars. Yes, there's a title card too. It's off to the right, but that's another marquee one. I mean, goodness gracious, if you can get that one in prime shape. What is that one? Just real quick, sorry to... Right there, title card, 4 10s, 5 9s. I mean, that's it. This one is neither of those, but that's cool. I'm just gonna pull that aside to look at it. Captured Han Solo. Here's a cool one. Luke. Jedi Warrior. Thoughts of a Jedi. All right. Bizarre alien creatures. It's a little low, but nonetheless, what's the last card of the video? Okay. It's the Size Snoodles band. Rebo, I believe that's his name. Just came to me. Very cool. This one's been, it's off center. I got a little bit of the dark blue of the next one or something like that. I don't know why this is dark blue since they're all the same border color, but very cool. So I've got a few neat ones to sit there and kind of reflect on here. But I'm going to sign off here after the first 12, and we now know, you know, the secret has been revealed. I was just given the, you know, the ultimate prize there. So we know it's coming. It's just a matter of time. We're going to go through and enjoy the Return of the Jedi Series 2. We'll do this, The Empire Strikes Back later, but we're going to get through these next 12 packs. So I need to sign off and get into some family stuff, but thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to getting some more of each of these here very shortly. Have a good one. Bye-bye.